Ladies and gentlemen, this is General Anthony, CH Melchett, signing back in. And holy fucking shit. The PAX 2016 West, or whatever it's called, developer panel is in. And yeah, that was very exciting. But first of all, before we dive into all that shit, I just want to say that for all you guys out there, I have created a Twitter where I'm gonna be putting like updates and all that kind of shit, and I'm gonna be uploading my screenshots, my thumbnails to something called Pinster or whatever. So I created those two so-called social profiles for you guys to go have a look, because people have asked for the thumbnails and people have asked if I've got a Twitter. Now I got a Twitter, so people can contact me there as well if you have any questions. So I'm gonna be putting a thing in the screen so you guys can have a look there. But let's dive straight into these wonderful what you call it, slideshow presentation from Tripwire here that's gonna be running in the background, and I'm just gonna cover whatever I find interesting in this. So you know, we're gonna have all the different kinds of levels here. It's gonna be very interesting, the three kind of game modes that they're looking for here: territory, skirmish, and supremacy, whatever the fuck that is. But you know, they've been talking about these different kinds of sizes of maps, and you know, that is very interesting to actually see what kind of you know, map size we saw in some of the trailers you're gonna be seeing later. Like you know, there is gonna be a lot of leeway. But you know, who's in? What kind of factions? As of now, we're gonna be having a US Army, US Marine Corps, Viet Cong, North Vietnamese Army, and as you see here, they're gonna be saying the great thing, Anzacs, and you know, that's Australians and New Zealanders. And what is exciting about that is not the Australians, not the New Zealanders. What's interesting is we're gonna have the FAL in the game. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Who doesn't like the FAL? And you know, then we're gonna have Arvin. That's just a South Vietnamese, you know, commando or ranger unit. So it's kind of the special forces of the South Vietnamese. But probably all my good American friends, probably in the comments, are gonna correct me if I'm wrong there. You all guys seems to like the details and what unit is what and when and how. But the you know, as they confirm here, it's gonna be where the locations are. Of course, Vietnam right now. So there's not gonna be Laos, Cambodia stuff as of now, but you know, cities, villages, jungles, rural army bases, military bases. So yeah, that's pretty good. Then we're gonna jump into the weapon variants here, and it's actually gonna be pretty nice. They say 34 weapons, you know, 13 variants in like ammos and shit, and this is where it's gonna be different from Rising Storm and Red Orchestra. They're not gonna have, you know, weapons upgrades. You're gonna have it all, but you're gonna be able to customize it, and you know, that is pretty nice. But you know, pretty standard way. Nothing surprised me here. I really like the Dushka and the Punchy traps, and especially the SAMs. We're gonna cover those SAMs later, and the Dushka, but nothing really surprises here. It's you know, it looks fucking awesome. Then we have this post here. You know, I always, the reason why it takes some time for me to put out these videos, because I always have a look at the forum, what is actually happening. And the vice president of Tripwire here, we got again one of the things where people are asking for optic sights, and he talks about the you know, night vision stuff, and you know, so there's no plans for putting that in. And you know, we have the weapons trailer here. What is exciting for me is, of course, I didn't cover the Mosin Nagant, but it's in here, and you know, who fucking doesn't like the Mosin Nagant? It's gonna be pretty, you know, pretty powerful and pretty nice. And of course, when you have the goofy American ghost ring sights from the Grand and that stuff, that's gonna obstruct more vision, then you know, it's gonna be good. So you know, fuck ghost ring sights, terrible. You know, they show all the stuff. It all looks fucking awesome. I personally looks like I'm gonna prefer the the Viet Cong. What I liked is the, you know, again, the M40 sniper rifle from you know, South Vietnam, and the Americans, probably a Marine Corps rifle. It sounds like it. So you know, that's gonna be very nice. Bayonets, of course, great. Scope motion, awesome. RPGs, all that is gonna be awesome. Talking about the variants, what is interesting here for me is they're gonna talk about, like, for example, the M60. They're gonna have a box versus a belt, and that's where I'm like, Of course, one of the variants is gonna be faster reloading, but you can have fewer bullets. So after a very, very short time, there's gonna be a meta game. Somebody's gonna see, hey, what is most effective, and when that meta game comes out, people are just gonna go for whatever, like what you saw in Rising Storm. In Red Orchestra 2, you had the MKB. Nobody used the scope on the MKB. Everybody figured out, hey, the scope is fucking useless. We're gonna go for the second version, without the scope but with the bayonet. So all that stuff is, it's nice, but it's gonna, pretty fast gonna be like a meta game evolving, and that's fine. But for me, this is just fucking semantics, because people are gonna figure out what is the meta build for this, and people are just gonna go with that. So for me, variants like this, if they hadn't really thought about it, it's just gonna be semantic, because who's gonna fucking go with a stick mag for a PPSH? Everybody's gonna go for the fucking drum mag. So that's just my opinion. Waste of time, pretty much, but a nice gesture, of course. Then we're gonna go into the squad mechanics here, and what is gonna be nice here for me at least is, and I think everybody, you're gonna be able to create your squad name, invite, lock, kick people out, all that stuff. But then you're pretty much gonna have A and B squads. You're gonna have squads with people that know how to play the game, and then you can have the squads with with people that doesn't know how to play the game. And hopefully it's not gonna be like the worst gaming experience that I've ever had in my life. I went into Project Reality, joined a squad, and struggled to figure out which mic button was the communication button for the in-game communication. And before I found the mic button, I was kicked out. So hopefully not gonna be some toxic shit like that bullshit where people get kicked from squads because they cannot fucking find the communication button. Hopefully it's not gonna be like that. Hopefully as a community we're gonna be better to actually figure this out. And of course the squad is gonna be ranked by total score. All that is awesome. You're gonna have faster cap points, suppression. All that is gonna be more spawn location. It's gonna be awesome for the squads. And this is very interesting. Like, you're gonna have the Hueys. You can attach 3 squads to a Huey. So you're actually gonna have, if you have a competent teammate, you're gonna have him flying the Huey, being able to drop you in, provide fire support, all that excellent stuff. So that is just awesome that you can actually move like that. And there's gonna be a lot of meta games. You don't have to spawn the whole squad. You can actually spawn on your proximity to your squad leader as usual. So what is nice here, that is, you can actually pop in just the squad leader, and then everybody else can spawn on him. So, and of course the North Vietnamese and Viet Cong spawn tunnels and that stuff. It's also great. Now, like, the commander's abilities are gonna be awesome. Like, you're gonna have the F4 Phantom for the Americans, the gunship, Spooky, AC-47, whatever, artillery, airburst, rapid deployment, so you can spawn everybody on the squad leader. And you're gonna be able to have aerial recon like usual. But what is gonna be excellent is gonna be the North Vietnamese or Viet Cong. You're gonna have the sweetest abilities. You're gonna have a barrage that's gonna be loads of different ordnance, a mix of rockets, mortars, captured American stuff. It's nice. Then here is the greatest thing ever. This is a fucking genius move to require an anti-meta gaming. Kudos to you guys. Surface to air missile. So you're gonna have a commander's ability you can activate that's gonna shoot any air vehicle down above 70 meters with a SAM off-map launched SAM missile. Awesome. That's fucking great. So you're gonna have these rockets are gonna come in one at a time. It's gonna be on a 90 second, or so, I can't remember, 60, 90 seconds, probably they're gonna change it, but it's gonna be a certain amount of time, perhaps up to 90 seconds, where it's gonna shoot one rocket at a time, shoot anything down above 70 meters. And of course, you know, people need to be bitch slapped if they shoot down the recon plane with the SAM rockets. Of course you're gonna shoot down the fucking Cobra. The Cobra is gonna be the threat. I already saw that Spooky in action, all that stuff, useless. What's gonna be dangerous is gonna be the Cobra. And of course the Phantom, but that's just a strafe run. That's not dangerous, you can always adjust to that. What is gonna be the purpose of this surface-to-air missile is to shoot down the Cobra, because the Cobra is gonna be dangerous. So save the anti-aircraft rocket for the fucking Cobra. You know, then you're gonna have these ambush deployments. You know, being able to pop people up in the jungle is gonna be easy. Gonna be you know, awesome. It's gonna be fucking great. Eyes in the jungle. When you pop that ability, that is gonna be great. With the eyes in the jungle, it's a active reconnaissance system like the recon plane, but the Americans can't see where it is. So you're gonna be able to see where all the fucking Americans are. And that is great. And you can kind of see it here when it comes in, the barrages, the smokes, all that stuff. When you see the video, it's gonna be pretty simple. It's gonna be, you know, absolutely awesome. And you know, it's just gonna be so great. And you know, you're gonna have these advantages for the North Vietnamese: the tunnels, quick movement, eyes in jungle, hide from recon planes if you stand still, and all the booby traps. That's gonna be great. And the Hueys, of course, pilot, AI co-pilot. That means if you're in the pilot seat, you get shot. You just take over the second seat. That is a great feature. That is so fucking smart. So you don't have two people in it. You're gonna have the passenger. Gonna have the door gunner, all that stuff, and you're gonna be able to attach yourself to it. Then you're gonna have the you know, the little bird, whatever, the loach. You're gonna have that guy flying around. Fine. It's a little bird. We all know it. Goes down, minicons, brr. What's gonna be great is you're gonna have to be able to have the American commander in the little bird, scouting out, marking artillery marks, all that stuff. That's gonna be great, but that's gonna have like coordination. You're gonna have a dedicated pilot that can actually be able to do sensible stuff. Then again, Cobra, flares, minigun, 20mm cannon, and 40mm grenade launcher. Holy testicles. So the Cobra is the main target for the SAMs. If you shoot anything else down, if you activate anything else with the surface-to-air rockets, but the Cobra, you need to be bitch slapped. The Cobra is, you know, where it is. You know, always make sure that you go for the Cobra. Then we come, you know, you can damage the helicopters you saw in that video. All that stuff, you can damage it. So that's gonna be great, and you're gonna be seeing like the clips running in the background with the with where he actually flies the helicopter. So the damage, you know, the flight model is gonna be, you know, gonna be what it is. It's gonna be advanced, and that's about how much you're gonna be able to control it. I really tripwire. Please put in joysticks. We want to fly with joysticks. No fucking controllers. Joystick, and more joystick, please. You know, you need to put it in. It's gonna be silly if we do not have joysticks. It's gonna put such a new level to the game. It's gonna be ability to have joysticks, and I cannot wait. If you saw the like the recording I have from the live event, I cannot wait for the montage or whatever of melee kills with the helicopters. That's gonna be how you fucking attack with the Cobra. Melee kills. It's gonna be interesting to see how armored the Cobra is. But yeah, then we have some of these things. You know, I've been having a look on the forums. Of course, there's gonna be things here about the pilot's abilities I pulled out from the forum, and again, that's why it takes some time for me to actually get this stuff. And to close it all up here, guys, this is a very important thing here about the spawn and the kick system. They're gonna revamp the vote kick system. They're gonna do something about the you know, the friendly fire damage and how you get kicked out. You're gonna be in the spawn queue for 60 seconds, stuff like that. So we're gonna have all this stuff in, and they're gonna fix the kick voting system, all that stuff, so we can get rid of, you know, they're gonna do some stuff. It's gonna be very interesting. They have their eyes on it, and that is very interesting. So guys, that was pretty much my opinion, my own, you know, you're gonna get my honest opinion on all this stuff. This is how I saw it. Your opinions might differ. If you thought something different than me, please put the comment down in the comment field. You know how to do it. Please give the video a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you know, don't, or give it a thumbs down. But please guys, if you give it a thumbs down, please let me know why you didn't like the video. I always like to actually know why people are giving things thumbs down and thumbs ups. I like to know that stuff, and you know, please, or as I always say, comment, rate it, subscribe, and share the video as much as possible, so we can get the word out there about this upcoming game. It's gonna be great. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm enjoying making these videos, and I'm gonna keep you guys up to date. So I really hope you enjoyed this, and you all have a nice week, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.